Southern Company has a vision of an equitable future. And every day, we put it in motion. We make it real by being the change. By committing $50 million to historically Black colleges and universities for scholarships, career development, and the Propel Center, a new global innovation hub. All to build inclusion and empowerment, both in our workforce and our community. It means bringing thought leaders and young minds together, making change today to create even more opportunities tomorrow. Southern Company, building the future of energy.
Hello, everybody. I'm so thrilled to join today's Black Enterprise Summit. And I want to thank Georgia's own Southern Company for presenting this important conversation and Black Enterprise for hosting it. Today's summit is a testament to the vital role diversity and inclusion plays in every area of our society, including our energy sector. The fact is, the more we see reflected in rooms like this, the richness and diversity of our communities, the more we are enabled to serve our communities. And so I'm thrilled that Black Enterprise and Georgia Power are leading the way in building a diverse talent pipeline that drives inclusive innovation in critical sectors like energy. That's evident not just by today's conference, but by your partnership and sustained commitment to investing in diversity and inclusion, moving our communities and our economy and our state forward. Black Enterprise has long been a beacon for Black business and entrepreneurship and has inspired countless people into the tech, financial, and energy sectors. And as a senator for Georgia, I commend Georgia Power's deep commitment to prioritizing diversity in the talent pool and keeping the talent pipeline strong, including your multi-million-dollar investment in HBCUs here in Atlanta and beyond. You know, I'm a proud graduate of Atlanta's Morehouse College, and I know firsthand the invaluable role that HBCUs have played and continue to play as we develop the next generation of leaders and innovators. And that's why I've worked in the Senate to strengthen federal support for our HBCUs so that they can increase their research and development capabilities, putting them in an even better position to keep the U.S. on the cutting edge of innovation. The only way we win is if we win together. And so I'm proud to work alongside Georgia Power and Black Enterprise to invest in our nation's tomorrow today by fostering the diverse talent and leaders who will push our companies, our economy, and our communities into a brighter future. Thanks again for inviting me to participate and to share just a few words of welcome. And I look forward to the words of wisdom that you're soon to hear from your CEO, my brother, friend, and parishioner, Chris Womack. Yes, Chris goes to church, and I know that he has words of wisdom for all of us today. Thank you so much for gathering in such an important moment, in such an important way. Thank you for inviting me to come by virtually and say hello. Know that you will always have a partner in me. Keep the faith and keep looking up.
Thank you, Senator Warnock, for those uplifting opening remarks. And thanks to all of you for joining us for today's exciting summit, Investing in Tomorrow, Today, sponsored by Southern Company. I'm so thrilled that Southern, one of the nation's largest utility holding companies, and a leading producer of clean, safe, reliable, and affordable energy, has partnered with Black Enterprise, the #1 Black digital media brand with more than 10 million monthly unique visitors, to produce this exclusive event where we're bringing together high-level officials in the private sector, government, and academia to discuss the future of energy, the development of a diverse talent pipeline, and the importance of investing in inclusive innovation. Hi, I'm Derek Dingle, Executive Vice President and Chief Content Officer for Black Enterprise, and I will be serving as the moderator for a series of sessions that will be both illuminating and inspirational. We launch our summit with a dynamic and transformative corporate leader, Christopher C. Womack, Chairman, President, and CEO of Georgia Power. In that role, he oversees Southern Company's largest subsidiary. This native of Greenville, Alabama, is a 35-year veteran of Southern and has held a number of impactful leadership positions throughout the company. In my conversation today, Chris will share his insights into the trends that will shape the future of the energy sector and other tech-driven industries, and the vital role companies like Southern play in producing a diverse talent pool that will evolve into tomorrow's business innovators and leaders. Chris, thank you for joining us. My first question is, last year you were named the Chairman, President, and CEO of Georgia Power, the first African-American CEO of the Southern Company. Can you share a bit of your journey, your career journey with our audience?
Derek, first, let me thank Black Enterprise and thank you. And I can't start anything involving Black Enterprise, but also paying my respects to Earl Graves, who was such a source of inspiration, a wonderful mentor of mine, a friend of mine, and somebody, as you know, who we spent a lot of time together. So this brings back fond memories of Earl as we do this. And clearly, my relationship continues on with Butch and Johnny and the whole crowd. And so it's a pleasure to be with you. And so, as I go through this journey and start this journey as CEO, I think about the past and a lot of things I've done and the time that I have spent with this company and moving through so many parts of it and learning this business and understanding the energy industry. And so it's an exciting opportunity, and I've been having a blast serving in this capacity.
So as you look at the future, your role, what do you see as the future of energy? Where are the opportunities in terms of employment and entrepreneurship?
Well, Derek, this business is being heavily influenced by technology today. So there are a lot of new ideas, new technologies coming on the market that are shaping this business and kind of setting the course of where we go in the future. I was reading a story just the other day about 2022 being the year of electric vehicles. And in the past, I think last year, they made up some 9% of the sales, but the market thinks that number will grow dramatically over the coming years. And so we're looking at things like electric vehicles, things like new battery storage, things like more renewables, and a lot of focus on sustainability in terms of what that means for our business. And so we're finding ways to make sure we incorporate this new technology in our business. And it's creating a lot of excitement as we look at how we meet the reliability needs, the resiliency needs, all the service needs of our customers. And it's a wonderful, bright future.
Well, it's a really exciting future, as you look at where energy is going, especially focus on clean energy. But in terms of looking at the opportunities, how do you look at diversity? Diversity is top of mind with Georgia Power in Southern as well. How do you see diversity playing a role in terms of employment, entrepreneurship, as well as within the community and your role in terms of engaging in that aspect of the industry?
Yeah, Derek, at Georgia Power and all across Southern Company, diversity, equity, inclusion are key focus areas for our company, and it has been for a very long time. We have done a lot of work putting together a real structured framework that makes sure that we're doing a lot of listening and engagement with our employees, with our communities, and understanding the work that we need to do. And I think puts us on a path to make sure that we're making the right kind of commitments for the long haul and not just making short-term decisions, but saying, this is the way that we have to do business and we'll do business going forward. And a big part of that is, how do we make sure that from our recruiting, from all of our talent initiatives that we are focused on increasing the level of diversity in our company. And so it's a big commitment. It's some wonderful work, but it also reflects kind of the demographic changes that we see in the communities we serve, in the states where we operate, and all across this country. I mean, there's a lot of demographic shift that's taking place, and we must address that and accommodate that inside of our businesses.
Well, in terms of looking at, a commitment, Southern made a commitment, $25 million to the Propel Center. And that's going to, engage HBCUs. That's going to engage students so that they can get on the pathways to having an impact in the industry. Share with me how Propel came about, and where do you see the growth of that center and the impact of that center in the future?
Yeah, Derek, one of the things we've made a real significant commitment to historically Black colleges and universities, because we recognize fully the role they play and how they educate students who some otherwise would not go to college. And so we look at the opportunity that with them graduating, with them picking up new skills and learning new subject matters, that it positions them to go find jobs in companies and in business and all across this country, that as they make those choices and make those decisions, it can change their life. And so we looked around and we'd heard conversations with some other business partners, and there were a lot of conversations about their inability to find diverse talent. And so a lot of times when I hear that, I feel like it's excuses to avoid responding to the real opportunities of pursuing a diverse workforce. But one of the things we decided to do was, let's make sure that we are aligning ourselves and working very closely with HBCUs to help ensure that their curriculums, their coursework was aligning with the needs of the business community. And one of the things that we see today in so many businesses and in so many industries is the importance of technology. Things like data analytics, things like more engineering, STEM kinds of activities. And so we decided to put together with Apple what we call Propel, which will be this digital learning hub that will connect all historical Black colleges and universities all across the country to provide some distant learning, some virtual learning opportunities, but also create a network that will also do some in-house curriculum at the Propel Center located here in Atlanta to create sharing, to create networks, to create an opportunity for businesses and students to come together to kind of collaborate and decide they may want to join up and connect and create a kind of employee relationship. And so we're excited about what's forthcoming here. We think that it's a great opportunity to match up the needs of many businesses with a source of diverse talent. And so it's something that we're very excited about and look forward to the continuing advancements that we're making with the Propel Center.
Well, the Propel Center sounds like it will help HBCUs, better instruct, students so that they can get on the pathway to really having an impact in the energy industry and looking across different sectors of the energy industry.
Yeah, and it's not just energy, Derek. And Mike said, I think as beneficial as this will be and the opportunity to change the lives of many students, I think there's a real opportunity to help change the makeup of many businesses because they will have a well-developed, a well-qualified workforce, a group of employees they can draw on to come in and make immediate contributions to their businesses. So I think it's a wonderful win-win for the business community, but it's also a wonderful opportunity for students of historically Black colleges and universities.
You, in terms of your role, you look at a variety of different areas. Share with us what is happening in the area of nuclear power. You have a very exciting program that's going on, the introduction of new nuclear energy and facilities. And I think that's something that our audience will be really excited to hear about.
Yeah, Derek, we're really excited. We're in the midst of constructing the first 2 nuclear units in this country in over 30 years. The nuclear industry, nuclear power is a wonderful source of energy in this country. It's base load. I mean, it's the first source of energy that gets put on the grid. And so we're excited about this new opportunity to bring these 2 nuclear units online. And so this country we lost our way from nuclear power, but we here at Georgia Power and Southern Company, we're excited about this investment we're making and going through this process of getting these 2 units done and making sure that we get them done right. It will be a wonderful source of carbon-free energy that will serve the state of Georgia for some 60 plus years. It will serve this state very well. It will serve our company very well, but I think will also be important and will be a wonderful contribution to this country and help revitalize and reinvigorate the nuclear industry for the future.
Well, the real piece that's going to be a part of all these innovations, as you talk about nuclear energy, electric vehicles, will still go to the talent pipeline. We talked about the introduction of the talent pipeline, but can you share a bit about the elevation of the talent pipeline? You are in the role of CEO. Where can we see a future of the energy industry, technology industry, with more African Americans positioned as you are, as the CEO of thriving subsidiaries and enterprises within the space?
Yeah, Derek, one of the opportunities we have is to continue to tell our story and tell kind of what the future of this business looks like and how exciting it is. I mean, this is not your mom, your granddad's kind of energy company going forward. It's a real new adventure, fundamentally built on technology and with a real heavy emphasis tied to the needs of our customers and responding to their requests and doing it in a way that's clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. And so we're excited about what comes ahead. Yeah, I mean, from a diversity standpoint, yeah, I mean, I will spend a lot of time telling the story about our company and interacting with a lot of students on college campuses, giving commencement addresses, doing various lectures and seminars to talk about the future in this business and in our companies and highlighting what the opportunities are and the career paths that exist in our company and showing everybody, no matter what race you are, what color you are, what gender you are, but demonstrating that there's opportunity for you inside of our business, inside of our company. And so making sure that we get out and tell that story, create enthusiasm, create interest for workers and for students to come join us on this journey. And that's one thing I'm excited about, to talk about my path, to talk about my journey, coming from rural South Alabama, never knowing what a CEO did or what a CEO looked like, to being where I am today, sharing that story and hopefully exciting others to pursue a very, very similar course.
Chris, as we wrap up, what advice would you provide the young professionals that want to rise in the industry? I know you're excited about it. I know you're energetic about it and almost evangelical about it, which I think is extremely positive. But provide 3 pieces of advice that you would share with young professionals getting in the field and wanting to rise within the energy industry.
Well, it's not just in the energy industry, it's in any business. And my foundational element is you can't be afraid to work hard. You got to put the work, in. You got to learn the business, you got to understand your job and not worry about what may come in the future, but make sure that you are doing a good job in the job that you have. If you do that, there's a good chance that you will get another opportunity. The other part for me has been curiosity in terms of learning the business, looking around corners, looking what may be in the future, kind of reaching out, being a visionary, understanding, what the future may hold. And so I think those kind of things, they also keep you excited about the work that you're doing. And then also don't be afraid to take a risk. I mean, I listened to Earl Graves for so many evenings and so many days talking about his decision to start Black Enterprise Magazine. And so having that level of curiosity, but having that willingness to step out and take a risk, have a good business plan to create a venture that would be very long lasting. So those are some of the things, Derek, that I think are very important to students, to young kids as they grow up, as they decide what they want to be. And don't be afraid. Jump in, be fully engaged, work hard. And I honestly believe good things will come your way.
This has been a powerful conversation. Thank you for joining us. And I look forward to seeing more under your stewardship in terms of innovation and growth at Georgia Power and Southern as a whole.
Thanks, Derek.